Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever the time is it is where you're watching me from. It's another beautiful weekend. You can see it's bright, smelling fresh, and I would like us to talk about depression this morning. When you're depressed, it's always good to turn to God. I can remember in the days when I was depressed. Depression is an emotion, and it's an overwhelming emotion. It feels like someone is drowning, like one is being thrown into something, drowning. The emotion is trying to take over someone. And I can remember, you might even be in the midst of people and you'll be feeling the emotion is so bad, and makes somebody feel helpless, like you can't help yourself. In those days when it could just be a call, and it's usually a call from my mom. Just a call after talking to her, I'm okay. And when God wanted to heal me, I could remember that I went to work, and I'd been given drugs to treat it. So I think I forgot the drugs at home, and because I was rushing to work, and when I got to work, I realized that I didn't bring that, and I have to use it because I don't want that emotion. I don't want to feel that energy. So I went out, crossed over to the other side because there's a supermarket across my office. And when I got there, the pharmacist, I told her what I wanted. And then she advised that the best way to treat this emotion is to deal with it without the drugs. So she told me of someone experience, how it made that person what it does. And I'm like, yeah, that's the way I feel. When I use the drugs, I realized I started hallucinating. You see things that are not there. I could be on a bike and it feels like the bike is already falling. Meanwhile, we're just going on emotion. I remember a time when I went to buy something. You know these malams that sells things, and I was there waiting. There were people there before me, so I wanted to wait till for my own turn. So as I made to sit down on the bench, it was as if I'd already fallen. Like the bench is going to pull me down. I'm like, so I remembered and I decided. So as she was speaking to me about dealing with it naturally without drugs, I perceived in my spirit that I should back it up with prayers. So I took my praying seriously. And do you know, I didn't even realize, it was a long time before I realized that I no longer have those emotions, like constantly. It has greatly reduced. So this morning I want to employ us to, when you're feeling anxiety, when you're feeling fear, overwhelming worrying, depression, I want to advise us to turn to God. According to the word of the Lord, in Matthew 11:28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labors and are heavily laden, and I will give you rest." Also in Exodus 14:14, he said, "The Lord shall fight your battles, and ye shall hold your peace." You need peace of mind because your mind is worrying. That is why you're feeling those overwhelming emotions. Fear is gripping you. Sometimes you don't know why. Sometimes it could be the circumstances you find yourself in. And also in Lamentations chapter 3, verse 37, it says, "Who is he that saith, and it came to pass, when the Lord God did not command it?" So these three verses that I just quoted, one says that, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavily laden, and I will give you rest." He also says that he will fight our battles. so that we can live in peace, so you don't have to fight. It says in the according to the word of the Lord, it says that we should bring all to Jesus's feet. He will take over. Just drop it at his feet. That thing that is making you depressed, drop it at his feet. He will take over. You won't have to worry. Your battles, he will fight it. Just hand it over. Is someone disturbing you, someone bugging you, or there's a contract you're working on, and there's somebody that is standing, just go to God in prayer. Tell him. He will take over. He will take over. So this morning, I want to just sing a song. This song, explain the greatness, the glory, how powerful God is. It says, Ọbaládé Alápíà, Jésù tó ń rìn lórí omi, gbogbo agbára tókè tilẹ̀ tìrẹ ni, Jésù wá jẹ́rìí ara rẹ̀. Can you see this beach behind me? Can you hear the roaring? This is God's power. This is God's work, his mighty works. A part, something that shows us how great, how powerful God is. Can you see the wave? Can you hear the roaring, the voice? Who can walk on this except with great power? But Jesus walked on these waters. Jesus walked on it. Let me just turn. I don't know how I can turn so that you can see the wave. It's so powerful. The wave is powerful. That is one of God's wonder. This water is one of God's wonder. The roaring alone, the waves. So is there any human that can walk on this? But Jesus walked on it. And this, according to the word of the Lord, even this song that I just sang points it out that all power in heaven and on earth belongs to God. So if all power in heaven and on earth belongs to him, so who is it that troubleth you, that is troubling your peace? Even the power the enemies are using, it belongs to him. There's no power anywhere. Everything belongs to God. It belongs to him. So why don't we all just go to the feet of the one who owns all power, who has a say, who can command and no one can change, who can save? He is even calling you. He said, come to me, all ye that labors and are heavily laden. I will give you rest. Let us go to him so that we can have rest. He says we should drop our battles. Can you see the wave? He says we should drop our battles at his feet. He says he will take over. He wants us to be at peace. He's saying it is not your job to fight. Leave the fighting for me. Leave the fighting to me. I will fight. You just stay at peace. Abba is on the throne. The Lord of hosts is a mighty man of war. He will fight, and his children will remain at peace. Have you read in the Old Testament how he defeated the Amorites before the children of Israel got to war? How they just got there, picking the spoils, picking from the dead, the golds, the monies from them, and they took great virtues home. Gold, useful things. That is how he works. He had finished the work. He had defeated the soldiers, the Amorites. The children of Israelites just got there and were picking blessings. They were picking virtues. They were picking gold, and they became rich. So let's once again sing. Ọbaládé àlàáfíà, Jésù tó ń rìn lórí omi, gbogbo agbára tókè tilẹ̀ tìrẹ ni, Jésù jẹ́rìí ara rẹ̀. I believe and I know that if we trust him enough, ó máa jẹ́rìí ara ẹ̀ nínú ayé wa. I'd like to just interpret the song, just for people who do not understand Yoruba. The song says, the King of Peace. It says, all power in heaven belongs to him. It says Jesus walks on water. That king that walked on water, on this kind of water with these heavy waves, he walked on it peacefully, and the ocean, the sea could not disturb him. He walked on it. Ọbaládé àlàáfíà, Jésù tó rìn lórí omi, gbogbo agbára tókè tìrẹ ni, Jésù jẹ́rìí ara rẹ̀. Thank you for watching. I am still Sarah Oluwapo. Please like, share, subscribe till I come your way next time. Thank you.